I got a Legion meeting, so as soon as I leave here.
All right, we're good. Good to go. We're gonna call to order on December 8th, roughly 6:31 PM. We all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Dawn Whedon,
Here.
Kyle Hassenbring, not here. Steve Mercioni, not here. Rob Johnson,
Here.
Raymond Sales, here. Dawn?
We're going to do a call to approve the minutes from 11/6/2025.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Board comments? Anyone?
All right, so just to let you guys know, we're going to start doing a testing process. We got together with this third-party testing company. So some other local fire departments have used them and have had good success with them. Recently, Cherville just did it, and they got like 29 applications. So basically, what they do is they're building our website now and everything. They're nationwide, so they have a pretty good reach and a big pull. And it's like that to get it out there that we're advertising. We've tried to do it more local, like on our Facebook page and stuff like that, and we've only gotten, I think, the most is like 4 apps. So they'll go ahead and they got all the social media pages, they'll blast it out there for us. They'll do like a video, advertise our fire department. The application will be done online. They will fill it out online. We will be able to see it. And then they will also do a run test. And then we'll be able to see the run test scores and then see like different categories as far as where they're strong at, if they're weak in a category, stuff like that. And then you guys will be able to see that also. So we can see on their run test. And then there's also a virtual interview. So there's 3 questions that they virtually do, and then we can watch their interviews. So we'll have access to that.
They interview them, or you guys do virtually?
So we give them the questions, and then they put it out there, and then they'll have the questions worded, and then it records their answers. And then we watch it. And let's say we have like 30 apps and we want to knock it down to like 15 on the list or whatever, then we can start scoring them and stuff like that. And then what you do after that, the ones that are our top, candidates as far as how many we want to take, then we do an in-person interview with them a little bit more in depth. So it kind of screens everything right off the bat instead of us having to interview 25 or 30 people.
Okay.
So it kind of does everything ahead of time, and then we can get more in depth with an in-person interview and stuff like that.
So this basically frees your guys' time up,
Yep.
our time up and all that, and lets this company handle that.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then I figured what we would do off this, because right now you guys did approve that one hire list. So we only have 2 applicants left on it, so it's not a real big list. If the town says, hey, let's go ahead and hire some, we have 3 crews. We don't even have enough people on the list to fill with 1 guy per crew for the 3 shifts. So what we figured we would do, the 2 that are on the list now, because it's pretty new, we're just gonna move them over to the new list. But take advantage of us paying for this company that has a bigger pool and establish a regular list and then a lateral list, doing an emergency hire.
And how many are we looking to put on?
Right now, we don't have any approvals to hire anyone, but it will be a two-tier list.
It just creates
Okay.
the list.
Right, there's a create a list, so we have a list.
Okay.
So, and then I want to do an emergency hire, the lateral where they're already in the pension and stuff. So if somebody does leave and goes to another fire department, then we can grab off that list, and there should be no reason why they're not up and going within a month.
Okay.
Because they're already in, they don't have to worry about doing the physical and going through the pension. They're already in the pension, they got their firefighter, they got their EMT or medic. So it should be a very quick process then. So we lose somebody, we're not sitting here for 3-4 months being short and
Gotcha.
everything.
Okay.
So as we go, I'll keep you guys informed. And then, like I said, I'll be able to see their test scores, their interviews and all that stuff, and then we'll schedule in-person interviews for the final ones.
So the ones that are on the list currently, they're gonna be placed at the top, correct?
Yes.
So there'd be the 1, 2, and then
Yep.
everyone that takes this new test will be 3 passed.
3 pass, yeah.
Correct. And then anyone that, once the end of the testing's done, we can call, or as a group, we can call them in to interview them.
Yes.
And it's nationwide, correct?
Yep.
Perfect.
You good with that?
If I may add, excuse me, the list, this company will give us a couple of different benefits. I wanted to expand on that. It gives us the ability to have 3 different lists in one. We can have a lateral list, we can have an emergency list, it's kind of like the lateral, but if they're not in the pension, but they're right there, or if they're not already employed, and then just a basic list. So we can keep it as they upload their certifications, that's where they get their points. So if someone's a paramedic, I want to clarify just because we said they would go to number 1, but they would go to number 1 of their certification level. So if they're firefighter EMTs, they would go to number 1 of the EMTs, but paramedic still preferred. If they got their paramedic, then they would move to number 1 over there. So they would stay where they're at and higher. If they got more certs, they would just continue on. But that gives us the ability to have 3 different lists in one. The only other thing I'll say is start thinking early. I just watched the Schererville Merit Board. They recommended, and so did their attorney, that you as a merit board picks 2 people, because when we do the interview, the one you talked about, the virtual interview, we want you guys to be there as well, so we'll all do everything, because you could put all the scores online, so we would just score them that night, and then the same 2 do the in-person interview.
Makes sense.
So if you guys can figure out, that way we can keep consistency on it.
The 2 that are on the list now, could they take this test if they wanted to?
Yes.
Would you advise doing that to them, I would assume?
Yes. So they're actually both already in the pensions like that, so they would qualify for the emergency hire list too.
Gotcha.
I actually think they're better off, I mean, unfortunately, I think they're better off not,
Not taking it.
because they're already on this list. If they take that, then
Boys.
that jumbles that, and it pulls that, then they just fall wherever they may. Right now, we're moving them, because they're on the list, we're gonna move them to number 1 spot, as long as you approve.
Well, it makes sense if they're already in it,
Right.
and, you know, they're already qualified for an emergency hire. I mean, it'd be.
Right.
Yeah, they already took their time to come out and apply and do all the testing, so we wanna keep them, we
I
don't
would
wanna
just
just
leave
skip
them as
them.
is then,
Right.
instead of, yeah.
Agreed. Any other comments on this? I'm fine with it.
I'm good with
I'm
that.
good with it, yeah.
All right, just keep us posted
Okay.
on what's, how it's gonna play out personally.
Right.
And then we'll go from
Yeah, hopefully by the end of this week, hopefully it'll be up and going. And then we'll run it for about 3 weeks.
Sounds like a plan.
Already, scheduled date for the next meeting, we received next year's meeting dates. We're staying with the January 8th, TBD on the time, show 6 PM. I'll get with other members and confirm a time on that, if everyone's fine with that.
You good with that?
I'm good with January 8th, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll make it work.
Date's fine, I'll just confirm with the other guys, time-wise, and then we'll go from there. Public comment? I think he's tested it before. Meeting adjourned, all in favor?